So Arsenal 2, Leicester City 0, 5 straight wins. Resounding performance in the end. Listen, we got the goal. We started really quick on the front foot. Let Leicester back into the game. Ramsdale made an unbelievable save at 1-0. Second half, we're like, come on, can we step up? We stepped up big time in that second half. Great penalty from Laka. And we're back up to fourth, Kenny. What did you make of it?
You know, it was a fantastic game. I thought we were comfortable throughout the game. I thought Thomas Partey, you've got to mention him. I'm never going to tire of mentioning his performances and the fact that he's the glue that links everyone together. You know, without Thomas Partey, you know, Odegaard can't, you know, play those passes. He can't get up the field. Granit Xhaka can't, you know, like I said, play his best football as well. And, you know, in terms of the whole team as well, the protection he gives our defenders as well. It's just immense. This is another perfect performance for him. And he got a goal as well. I can't emphasise how pleased I was with this performance. You know, it wasn't as dramatic as Wolves, home and away, but this was better because it was one of those things where you look at it and you think, right, can I criticise anything about the performance? And I think, you know, not really. That, you know, it's inevitable with, you know, the fact that Leicester have got some good players. You know, they are going to try and get into the game. All right, you up, bro? They are going to try and get into the game. But in terms of us letting them and how we dealt with the attacks from Leicester, we repelled their attacks. You know, I can't you know, in terms of, you know, a good preparation for Liverpool, this is a perfect preparation for Liverpool because we go into Liverpool game with great confidence. Lee.
And the thing is, it weren't just about, listen, Thomas Partey and Odegaard, the last 2 games, they've been so good.
Oh,
man.
Unbelievable.
So good. And you know what? Special mention to Ben White and Gabriel today because they made some really good last-ditch tackles at some point. The one from Ben White, mate, and the one from Tierney as well. Tierney did, I think it was Harvey Barnes. Both of them, I thought, were in the back of the net. Yeah, so it weren't just the midfield. Yeah, today the defence was on point as well, which is, listen, that was a great performance. Leicester weren't fantastic, but we made them look poor.
Exactly.
They're not a poor team. They missed Vardy massively. I think we see that today. They also probably missed Tielemans a little bit. But
well, the thing is that these players are on the bench. These players like, you know, Tielemans and Didi, Justin, you know, whether they're 100% fit or not. I think the way we've played and our approach to the game, I don't think would have made a bit of a difference at all because it's one of those things where, you know, this is probably one of the first times where we've actually imposed ourselves on an opposition and taken complete control of a football match from 1 to 90. We talk about, you know, Spurs at home and Aston Villa being really good performances, but I suppose if you want to sort of be nitty gritty about it, it was probably like the first 60 minutes against Tottenham, and in Aston Villa, it was like probably 50 minutes out of that 90. But in terms of today, I think it was a very, very complete performance. You know, it's capped off really a very good weekend for me because, as you know, it's that I'm half century, and I was in the same hotel as the players, and you know, in terms of the attitude they displayed, they looked really confident, really big. I think Smith Rowe looks a bit moody, but he would do, innit? Because he must have been told he wasn't going to start. But one thing about it, right, is that we have to be cautious because right now I'm going to mirror what the players are showing me. That, you know, it's battle time. And we want to be, you know, it's the next battle.
Oh, 100%. 100%, mate. Yeah, and the thing is as well, they looked hungry. You're right. They looked super hungry today. And... you know, they were fighting for each other. I thought Martinelli had a better performance today because I didn't think he was great the other day. Yeah, but he had a really good performance today. And then Saka lively again. And I don't know what's happened to Saka recently, but he's actually looked like he's got extra burst ability where he can now kick on and he's quick. He looks sharper. He looks fitter. And it's like, that stands us in good stead. The test for us is now Liverpool. Can we get something against Liverpool? Yeah, because if we can stand up to the test against one of the best teams in Europe, yeah, then we can now kick on and actually say, yo, we can get top 4 here because we're in prime position. We've got games in hand and we've got points on the board. But we still have that in the back of our heads, especially me and you. We've got Liverpool, we've got Chelsea, we've got Man United, we've got Tottenham. You know, they're 4 big games that we could easily drop points in all of.
You know what? results and performance like this breed confidence, and it takes you on. And I think what's happening is that, you know, Liverpool are going to test you. You know, it's going to be like a boxing match where, the champion, with the guy with the belts, is going to show why he's the man who's holding the belts. Liverpool, for me, are the best team in Europe. I rate them superior to Man City. I think that they're more clinical than Man City. Man City play superb football, absolutely superb football, and the killers. So Liverpool, and one of the things that I admire about Liverpool is the fact that, as you saw in the League Cup games, that they are more than capable of slamming the door, and going on the retreat and basically like playing for a clean sheet. They are very good at doing that, and that's one of the things that we don't associate with Liverpool is their defending. We talk about Van Dijk, we talk about Matic next to him, but what we don't realise is that they can actually defend now. They can actually defend, and they got the excellent goalkeeper. So what's happening right now? We have to take the game to Liverpool. If Liverpool, come at us and like hit us on the break, then so be it. It's a one-off. It's a cup game, really. Got to treat it like a cup game. We've got nothing to lose, because let's face it. As much as we've got a cushion, we've got game in hands. 3 points is better than one.
Oh, 100%. And listen, I don't think many people are going to expect anything out of this Liverpool game. But some people will be sitting there saying, look, we've won 5 straight games. If we can maybe get a draw, that's something. Because the last time we played, I'm not like that. I want to win the game, yeah? But I think a lot of people would be satisfied with a draw, because the last time we did play them was in the Cup and they beat us.
It's momentum. It's about momentum. The thing about it, right, if you're winning football matches and you're playing well, you don't want anything to sort of like take a shine of your fact that you're winning continuously and you're getting 3 points. Winning's beautiful. You get used to winning. So a point against Liverpool, in the context, could be disappointing, and it could be costly. I think what's happened, we have to assume whether performances from yesterday tell us, or performance of the past, that Man United, Chelsea, because I know people talking about third, and rightly, and that's nice, and Tottenham are going to go and run. They're going to win every game. So we have to assume that we have to win every game, just to make sure we win all our games. Then what will happen is that I'll be paying £350 more for my season ticket. You're probably going to be wanting sponsorship, because you'll be in Europe's Premier League, So and that's what we want. Ultimately, we want Arsenal playing the Premier League, but not only playing the Premier League in the Premier European competition. We want the team to be better. We want the team to actually compete. So longer term, that has to be the attitude. Don't be happy to be there now. You've set a precedent now that all the players, and wherever it comes from themselves or it comes from Mikel, don't go back to the inconsistency that wound you up, wound me up, wound Jez up. Let's, keep on winning, because winning's nice. Losing's boring.
He even said this in his press conference, Kenny. He said, it's all well and good winning 4 games in a row before today. He said, but the best teams in the league win 10, 11, 12, 15 games in a row. He goes, so let's not rest on that. And I like that. And listen, I do give him credit when it's due, and so do you, yeah? People don't see that because they just want to see the negative side, yeah? But we do actually praise where it's due.
Performance like that, how can you not praise a performance
Exactly.
like this today? How can you not praise the thing today? It was a fantastic performance, it was a performance of authority, assurance, of confidence, and it was a performance of ruthlessness. We were clinical,
Hungry as well. Hungry to say, no, we're all going to fight for each other today. Even players that might not be here in the summer. Lacazette today, and Ketia when he came on. The players that might not be here in the summer, but they still were up for the fight. Lacazette's penalty was superb, mate.
Oh, absolutely. But one of the things is that we don't want to be in this situation where we're going to get performances, we're going to lose games, and then we start cherry picking, and our morale goes down. We get angry at ourselves. This is enjoyable, and long may it continue. But the thing is that, as I said before, don't ever lose this kind of good vibe you're on. Don't lose the ruthlessness. Don't lose the sort of mentality. Because once you lose this mentality, it takes a long time to get it back. especially when it comes to football matches. So whatever happens next season, this mentality has to stay. And you know, we have to be ruthless in the transfer market in terms of players who served us well this season may not be here next year. So we have to look at the situation and think, right, these are standards we set, and you know, and this is how we're going to be from today onwards. You know what I mean?
100%, mate. Listen, get yourself home safe, mate. I know you're only around the corner. But we'll do player ratings in maybe an hour or so, yeah, if you're around.
All right, yeah, definitely. If I'll make sure I'm around, and like I said, I'll make sure this phone gets charged up as well. So I'm always going to say to me, because wife and kids, you just wait around. I've got work to do.
Love you, mate. Love you. Listen,
Right,
I'm glad you had a great weekend. You're a lovely guy, man. I love you to bits. You know this. Yeah, but I'm glad you had a great weekend. I'm glad it's been topped off with Arsenal winning as well, mate. So you go and see your family and just tell them you got to do play ratings.
I will, definitely. I'll tell them to wait until play ratings. All right, definitely.
Nice one, mate. I'll speak to you soon.
Right, see you later. Bye.
I'll take her out.
Always.